morning everyone, I hope you're all well. Today is Saturday the 16th of April, I think. It's the day before Easter Day, and a lot of you may have noticed that my channel went quiet for a while, and this video is just to give an explanation as to why. I did put a few posts on my community page on YouTube, but it's very easy to miss them. And some of you did reach out to me by email and Instagram to find out if I was okay, and I really appreciate that, so thank you very much. I think most of you are aware now, but just in case you're not, I wanted to make this little video to let you know that the channel was quiet because I was admitted to hospital for a couple of weeks. I'm all good, it's okay, there's nothing major wrong. The last video that is up on my channel now that took me 2 weeks to put up because of the hospital, it was my Mother's Day weekend vlog, and in that vlog I did mention that I was going to be going to the doctors on the Monday because of the headache that I've got. Now this headache has now been here for 4.5 weeks, right there, it doesn't go away, the pain's been getting worse. So I went to the doctor on the Monday, and the doctor examined me, and I had told him that on Mother's Day I started getting a sort of numb feeling in the left hand side of my face, and that my left eye was feeling a bit funny, like it felt heavy, like it was more effort to blink this eye than the right eye. And because the pain of my headache was actually waking me up through the night, the doctor said, look, I think we should get you checked out at the hospital just to be on the safe side. So if you could head up there now. So Jack took me up to the hospital and they examined me, and they said, yeah, I think you should be checked just to be on the safe side. So they admitted me to do a CT scan and an MRI scan. So I had only been on the ward maybe an hour, and I was taken for my CT scan, which was excellent. When I came back from that, Jack was there. He'd been back home and brought up jammies and things like that. So he waited with me until the consultant came round. The consultant came round and said that the CT scan was clear. There was nothing like scary looking on it, which was good. They did explain, I'm an ex-nurse anyway, so I know the things that they were looking for. The main things that they were looking for was maybe a bleed on my brain or something growing that shouldn't be. But there was no signs of any of that, which was excellent. But because I did have the funny feelings in my face and the headache hadn't gone away, and by this point I had started getting pins and needles in my left hand as well, they said that they wanted me to have an MRI scan before they let me home. And I said, well, that's fine, you know, I'll do whatever. They said the MRI scan has to be done at a different hospital, so it wouldn't be that day because it was late on in the day. It would hopefully be the next day or the day after. So this was the Monday, and I said, right, okay. They said, we'll keep you in until you get your MRI scan. So they kept me in. They were trying to get the headache under control. They tried all sorts of tablets. It just wasn't working. By this point I was being sick. I was feeling really sick. And they were basically just tweaking medication to try to get me comfortable until we could get the MRI scan. The next thing that happened was, now it sounds ridiculous, but it looks even more ridiculous. My left foot went into spasm. So instead of my feet sitting like that, my left foot was turning in like that. I think I've got a photo of it somewhere and I'll put it in for you. And it was actually going right from my knee, and there was nothing I could do about it, it just did it itself. And that did happen to me before, years ago, when all my neurological changes happened, when my spinal cord was damaged and things, and I ended up in the wheelchair. So I was worried, but I wasn't terribly worried, if you know what I mean. Although when it did happen before, it would do it for a few minutes and then relax again, but this actually did it for, I think it was about 3 days, by which point I was in agony and said to the doctors, will you please do something? Because if you can imagine your foot sitting at the wrong angle for 3 days, not moving, it was cramping and it was sore. So by the Wednesday night, I think it was, the doctor gave me a diazepam, and that relaxed my leg and was all good. Excuse me, but the pins and needles were still coming and going, and the numbness in my face was a bit worse. My eye was pretty much closed when the headache was really bad. And they kept saying, oh, hopefully the scan will be soon, hopefully the scan will be soon. Eventually on Thursday they said, yeah, your scan's tomorrow. So I had been admitted on the Monday and my MRI scan wasn't until the Friday. So that was why I had been kept in all those days. It wasn't that they were doing specific treatment or anything like that. It was basically just waiting for the MRI scan. Now, they didn't have enough staff to escort me over, so my dad ended up coming with me, which was good. He came in the ambulance with me, and I'm not talking a 999 ambulance, just a patient transport ambulance, to the other hospital. I got my MRI scan, and they had basically said, if your MRI scan's clear, you'll get home. And I thought, yes. So this was a Friday. It was a Friday morning that I got the MRI scan. In fact, I was late for it because the ambulance broke down on the way to pick me up. They had to wait for a different ambulance so that they could get me. And I was panicking, thinking I better not have to wait over the weekend to get this scan. But they were really good, and as soon as I got there, they gave me my scan, so it was fab. So I got back and had to hang around for the consultant coming back later in the day. Now, it was a different consultant. The main consultant for the ward was a Dr. Akhtar, and I have to say I didn't like him. He didn't have a clue, he didn't seem to listen, he didn't read notes. His junior was brilliant, she was really good, but I've came across a lot of consultants in my time, both as a patient and as a nurse, and he is hopeless. I will put my hand up and I will say he is hopeless. So I was glad to know it was a different consultant. So when the other consultant came round, he said, right, there's good news and bad news. I went, right. He says, the good news is there's nothing serious showing up on your MRI scan. And I was like, whew, because that was going to look closer at my brain to look for any smaller growths or any smaller vascular changes. He said, but the bad news is there are some inconclusive changes which I think a neurologist should check out. And I was like, right, okay. He said, so we're going to keep you here until Monday, and then on Monday morning we'll phone the neurologist and probably get you a lumbar puncture, just to be on the safe side. We want to check that it's not demyelination, like when you get MS or any other sort of disease that could cause you problems. And I thought, absolutely fine, no problem. So that was me staying in over the weekend. Over the weekend, again, they were trying to tweak my medication, trying to get the pain under control. The consultant that was on over the weekend was much better than Dr. Akhtar again, and did give me different painkillers. I can't remember what it was. It was dihydrocodeine, I think, and that didn't help me. Anyway, so Monday morning came, and Dr. Akhtar came back, and I said, right, so are you going to phone the neurologist and get a lumbar puncture? No, we wait until Dr. Baird comes to see you. Now, Dr. Baird is my neurologist from my previous admission to what was the Southern General at the time, is now the Queen Elizabeth. She's been overseeing me since I ended up in the wheelchair, but I've not seen her for a few years because of the pandemic. And I went, all right. He said, yes, she's got a clinic here at the end of the week, so we're just going to wait and she'll come and see you then. And I thought, so I'm going to have to stay in here until Dr. Baird comes to see me. So, yes, she'll come and see you at the end of the week, either Thursday or Friday she's coming to see you. And I was like, right, okay. So that was me then in for another 5 days. Excuse me. It wasn't until the Wednesday that he admitted that she hadn't confirmed she was going to come. They had just got in touch with her by email to say that I was in and would she come and see me. So I spoke to his junior, again, she was lovely, and she said, look, I'll speak to her secretary and make sure she knows to come and see you. So eventually she did. She came and saw me on Friday, and it was so nice to see her again. Dr. Baird is amazing. She is so knowledgeable. She's so softly spoken, very understanding, very empathetic, and she explains things so clearly, but not in a sort of patronising way. And so it was a relief to see her. And she said, right, she said, to be honest, the changes on your scan, I'm not worried about, but there has to be a reason for these headaches. So let's see if some steroid will take it away, and then we're all good. I went, right, okay. So she said, over the next few days, I'm going to give you a big dose of steroids and hopefully that will help the pain, take the headache away, and we'll be all good. She said, I'll come and review you on Tuesday. So that was fine. So I spoke to, did I speak to Dr. Akhtar then? No, it was a Friday, so it was a different consultant, and I spoke to them and asked if I could get the diclofenac suppositories, which is the Jack calls it an arse bullet. It's a tablet that goes up the way instead of down the way, if you know what I mean. And that's what I was using for the pain relief for my kidney stones, and it was amazing. So it took them a wee while to get them from pharmacy, but they eventually got them, and it did make a difference. It was good. So I was taking the steroids, still in hospital over the weekend and all the rest of it. And I thought, right, all we need to do now is wait till Tuesday comes, Dr. Beard will come and see me and she'll let me home. But unfortunately, I actually got worse over the weekend because I got a more generalised headache and I got really bad stomach pains. And I thought it's either the steroids or the diclofenac that's doing it. So again, nothing that I could do until Dr. Beard came, because Dr. Akhtar wouldn't do anything because Dr. Beard was now dealing with me and he didn't want to step on her toes. And to be honest, I was glad, because I knew he was hopeless. I didn't want him to be messing about with anything Dr. Beard was doing. And Dr. Beard had also ordered bloods for me to be done as well, which were done on the Sunday. And so, yeah, Dr. Beard came and saw me on the Tuesday, and I explained that I was actually feeling worse rather than better, and she thought, right, she says, well, the steroids obviously aren't working. So the only other test that we can do to make sure that there's nothing that, as she put it, that's a hardware problem rather than a software problem, is a lumbar puncture. So by that she meant that there's nothing actually internal going on inside your head that could be causing it. She says if it's nothing like that, then it's a software problem, which means it's your nerves that are the problem, not your actual structure. So again, that put my mind at rest. She went, but because you're an inpatient, it would be a nightmare trying to get you a lumbar puncture, because you would need to go to a different hospital, you'd need to wait to get there, then you would need to be on their waiting list, and it could take a long time. She said, if you're able, I would rather to get you home and see you as a day case to get the lumbar puncture, and it will be a lot quicker. So that is what happened. That is how I ended up home. Now, by the Saturday, the day after Dr. Beard had came to see me, I was so fed up on the ward that I decided to start vlogging, because I was put to a bit of the ward where there was nobody else around me, and I thought, oh, I could do a wee bit of vlogging here. So I did start doing daily vlogs from then until I got home. I will put those vlogs in for you now. Good afternoon everyone, how are you? Today is the 9th of April, it's a Saturday, and I'm in this part of the ward on my own for the first time ever, so I thought I'd just do a little bit of a vlog. I thought I'll just vlog here and there when I can, because I'm missing talking to you all. This is day 13, I think, in the hospital now, and I'm well and truly fed up. But I saw the neurologist yesterday, which was good, and yeah, she's tried a new treatment with me. She bombarded me with steroid yesterday, and she's going to do blood tests on Monday, and then she's going to come back and review me on Tuesday. So hopefully I might get out on Tuesday, which would be good. But we'll just need to wait and see. I am, yeah, fed up. It's boring. It's not fun being ill, and I'm missing my crafting. I've been listening to audiobooks. I've been watching YouTube when I can. I have been watching all my favourite channels. I've just not been commenting. And I have finally edited my Mother's Day vlog, which will hopefully be up for you now. It's only 2 weeks late. Sorry about that. And yeah, that's basically it. There's nothing else I can do. We're allowed one visitor per day because of COVID, and and my dad is coming up today, but I think he's bringing Brooke because there's nobody else with me at this part of the ward, and because Brooke's got Asperger's, she wouldn't come in and see me herself, so the nurse has said that it's okay just on this occasion, and so that will be quite good. I just went and placed a wee bet on the Grand National as well, so I've placed a bet each way on Mount Ida, Longhouse Poet, I think, and can't remember what the other one was, but I like the name. I just go by the names. I don't look at the odds or when they've won before and things like that. I just go by the names and pick names that I like. I don't normally bet on the horses, and I don't really agree in principle with the Grand National because a lot of horses get killed at it, but it's going to go ahead anyway, so I thought, why not? I heard the nurses talking about it. They're doing a wee sweepstake, so yeah. So that is where we're at the moment. It's currently 20 to 2. I've just had some paracetamol, but I don't get anything else proper until later on. I have been taking diclofenac suppositories since yesterday to try to help the headache, which is still there, still in exactly the same place. That's been 3.5 weeks now. It's not went away. And it's the first thing we've tried that is actually helping the pain, but I'm only written up for it twice a day just now, and the pain wears off after about 5 hours, so the consultant's still to come round. When he comes round, I'm going to ask if they can write it up for me more frequently so that it doesn't get a chance to wear off, because right now I'm starting to get quite a bit of pain again, and the neurologist wants me to stay off the morphine, and to be honest, I don't particularly like taking it anyway, but if the consultant doesn't come round soon, or if he doesn't agree to increase the diclofenac, then I might end up having to use it. We will see. Anyway, I'm starting to haver, so I'm going to head off just now. I hope you're all well. I really am missing you all, and I'll catch up with you in a wee while. Well, hello, it is 8:20 and the end of another day. That's Saturday done. Only 3 more days to go, hopefully. Piece has been shattered. I've got somebody here. So I've got my curtains pulled round. When I'm feeling ill, I don't like making small talk with people I don't know. But it was nice. I had Brooke and Jack up. No, I didn't. I had Brooke and my dad up earlier, so it was good catching up with them. It's the first time I've seen Brooke properly since I came in. I did see her for 5 minutes when Jack brought the dogs up the other day. But it was good catching up on all her news. She's been away doing a couple of activities with the young carers over the Easter holidays, and she was away horse riding again today. So she's really enjoying that. I saw the consultant, and they increased my new pain med to 3 times a day, which has made a huge difference because I was in agony by the time I saw them. So hopefully that is going to work. And the steroids that I got the massive dose of yesterday, I was supposed to get that every day. There must have been some sort of mix up today, so I'll be getting the 60 milligrams again tomorrow and for the next few days after that. So here was me thinking I would be losing weight when I came into hospital because I've not really been eating much, and now I'm on a massive dose of steroids, so I'm going to come out with an even rounder face than I came in with. But hey ho, as long as I feel better, that is all that matters. So that is all my news from today. Nothing much ever happens in here. There's a student nurse in particular that I really got on with, and she was on today, so that was good fun. She's just funny. She's got loads of really funny stories, and she reminds me of me when I was a student. So yeah, we got on really well. But she's off tomorrow, so I don't know who we'll have. Generally, all the staff here are brilliant. They're so nice. It's night and day being here compared to Forth Valley. I still get PTSD every time I think of that place. But the staff here are fantastic. Still, some of them I've had a wee run in with, but generally they're really good. And they was talking me maybe getting moved out of this ward because this is a medical receiving unit, so you're not really meant to stay in this ward. I'm like, no, please keep me here because I like all of you. But I don't know what's going to end up happening. It has got busier again, so we'll just need to wait and see. Anyway, I'm going to head off for the night now. I will be getting my tablets very shortly, and then hopefully I'll get a good night's sleep. Last night was the best sleep I've had since I came in because there was nobody around me, so there was no buzzers and talking and lights and all the rest of it. Hospitals are not a good place, A, when you've got a headache because of the noises, and B, when you're just not well in general because you cannot sleep. Anyway, I'm going to stop moaning now, and I will hopefully speak to you tomorrow. Bye bye. Hear that? All night. It's 20 to 7 in the morning. Didn't have a great night last night. Feeling sick, and then the pain from the back of it this morning. But I've just had my diclofenac, and hopefully it'll settle enough. I might get a wee snooze now. But I just wanted to say good morning to you all, and I'll catch up with you later. I'm a bit more awake now. It's 8:10, and I have got my full dose of steroids to take. Look at this. 12 little tablets, because it's a 60mg dose and they only come in 5s. But you need to take them with food in your stomach, and you know how much I hate eating at this time of the morning. So I am just about to attempt a couple of bits of bread with some butter and jam, just to line my stomach so that I can take the steroids, and hopefully they won't irritate my tummy. And the nurse said to me, "Are the steroids making you full of energy?" I'm like, "It's take more than a few steroids to make me full of energy." She says, "We'll see you wheeling up and down the ward." And I said, "Yeah, the kids call me Lightning McGimp." So yeah, that's where we're at. I'm going to try and have this just now, get my steroids down, mate, and see what happens. The diclofenac has kicked in, so I'm not in pain just now, which is great. So yeah, I will catch up with you later on. Well, it's the back of 5. I've just had my dinner. I have to say I'm not feeling quite so good today as I did yesterday. I think it's quite clammy, it's maybe that, but I've got a normal sore head on top of the usual sore head, which isn't good, and I just feel a bit big and tired and just not right. Could be the steroids, could just be the weather, who knows. But it's been okay. Jack came up this morning in between dropping Abby at work and going to Asda, so that was nice to see him for a wee while. I've not seen Granny Annie this weekend because she'd been away gallivanting. She was away at a dancing weekend in Perth, the lucky thing. So I will see her probably on Friday, when hopefully I'll be home. It's been amazing having them on hand to keep an eye on Brooke, because it's Easter holidays. I'm missing out on the holidays again. Same thing happened last year with the kidney stone and the summer holidays. So it's been really good to have them on hand to keep an eye on Brooke while Abby's working and Jack's working. And yeah, it's been very good. Anyway, I am probably going to have a wee kip just now, I think. Not an awful lot else to do, especially when you're feeling like this. It's been good being able to play my tablet and watch a wee bit of YouTube. I've mentioned on my about page on my community thing that I am still watching some of my favourite vloggers. I'm just not commenting because I'm able to download the videos with the internet. I can't just sit and watch them, and then when I'm trying to comment it just burrows for ages. So I've been doing that. I've been playing some games. I've actually been doing jigsaws on my tablet, which has been really relaxing and just not stressful. I forgot how much I used to love doing jigsaws. They're just a pain to do in real life because they take up so much space. But on the tablet it's quite good. So that's what I've been up to today. I will catch up with you again later on before I go to sleep tonight. See you soon. Good morning. It is Monday the 11th of April, and today will be 2 weeks since I came into hospital. And I thought I was only coming in for a day or so to get 2 scans, but never mind. Had a bad night last night, which is why I didn't come back on to say goodnight. I didn't manage to nap after I spoke to you. I just lay with my eyes closed. I really wasn't feeling good. I don't think the steroids are agreeing with me, to be honest. My whole head's been thumping and I keep getting a sore stomach on and off since taking them, so it's not been great. And through the night wasn't good, with beeps and alarms and buzzers and poor confused patients shouting, and just wasn't good. I think I got a total of 3 hours sleep, and I had to resort to taking morphine again, which I've been trying to avoid like the plague since I started taking the diclofenac. But hey ho, today's another day. I've just had a quick wash and I got changed. Jack's packed my really cosy jammies, which are brilliant for the winter in the house. Not so good for spring in the hospital. I'm sweating already and I only put them on 2 minutes ago. So I can see me ending up getting a hospital gown to put on until I get other jammies in. Anyway, because we've been bringing up just things a day at a time because we always think I'm getting out. But tomorrow, hopefully, I will be seeing Dr. Baird. I'll definitely be seeing Dr. Baird again tomorrow, and hopefully she will let me go home. I know I don't think the steroids are working, so she'll need to come up with another plan for me, but hopefully she'll let me take whatever plan that is home. We will see. So that's where we're at the moment. Another long, boring day ahead of me. Hope you have a good day. I know you probably can't see me, but I've been a bad vlogger today and I've not vlogged since this morning. There's been a lot of coming and goings on the ward, so there hasn't been a chance to chat. It is 10 o'clock at night now. I'm in a lot of pain. The nurses here are brilliant, but the staffing shortage is just shocking. I think I maybe mentioned that earlier. There's only one trained nurse on again tonight, which means she's doing all the drugs for everybody in the ward, plus there's a lot of patients coming and going. So I don't know when I'll get my meds and how much sleep I will get again. But hopefully this is the last night. Keep everything crossed. When I see Dr. Baird tomorrow, she'll hopefully have some master plan for me and let me go home. That would be lovely. Right, I will see you in the morning. Night. Day 16 in the hospital ward. I feel like I'm in Big Brother, but I want evicted. Hopefully today will be Freedom Day. I have woke up feeling like I've got the hangover from hell, but without the fun of the night before. So I am going to take my massive cocktail of drugs, wait for the pain to subside, and then play the waiting game of when will Dr. Baird come to see me and hopefully let me go. So that's where we're at the moment. Well, good afternoon. Good news and bad news. The bad news is I'm not getting home today. The good news is I'll hopefully get home tomorrow. Yay! The neurologist wants to do a lumbar puncture. It's the last test left to make sure that there's nothing wrong, if you like, and that it's just a headache that we need to get on top of. So it will be quicker to get that done if I'm at home and she does it as a day case than it would be if I waited in hospital, because I would need to transfer hospitals and go on waiting lists and things like that. So she's not wanting me home today. She wants to tweak my medication and try to get me all through the night without any oromorph. And if so, then I can hopefully go home tomorrow if they get all the medication sorted out, which will be perfect, because as she says, I'm better being in pain at home than I am being in pain at hospital, which is very true. At least when I'm at home, I can take my medication when I'm due it, when I need it, rather than waiting for the nurse and all the rest of it. So yes, I'll be more in control. So yes, that is the plan. Jack came up just as the consultant was leaving, which was handy, so he got to hear what was going on as well. The bloods that she took on Sunday were very obscure bloods and they won't be back for a few weeks, so we'll not have any results of them. That's the one thing about her, she's always doing weird and wonderful tests to try to get to the bottom of what's actually wrong. She's brilliant. So yes, bad news is not out today, good news is hopefully out tomorrow, as long as my pain is moderately controlled. So that is where we're at. I put a little post up on my community page saying that I'm going to get this video up ASAP, because I have had lots of you reaching out to me and saying, where are you, you're very quiet, we're missing you. So thank you so much for that. And yeah, hopefully we will get back to a normal schedule soon. See you soon. So it's almost dinner time. I've just been told I'm going to get moved up to the other ward, which is fine because it's only for one night, but I'm lucky to have lasted as long as I have on this ward. Normally people are here for 2 or 3 days at the most. I've been here for 15 days, well 16 today. So yeah, hopefully all going well, I'll get home tomorrow because it's a much busier ward. And yeah, if I think it's been noisy and hard to sleep here, it'll be 10 times worse up there. Still waiting to see if we can get my meds and hopefully keep everything crossed. It'll all go to plan. Had a quick wash and got clothes on. Clothes on for the first time in over 2 weeks, and it feels good. Yes, I desperately need a shower, but I'm going to wait till I get home so I can wash the hospital smell out of me. Oh, I'm knackered, really exhausted. My energy levels are rock bottom, but it's done. Took me a wee while, but we got there. I just can't wait to get home. I really can't wait. It's about 9 o'clock just now, and hopefully Jack will be getting me after work, as long as the doctors say it's okay and all the meds arrive. Keep everything crossed for me. Well, here I am back in my old haunt. I've been moved back downstairs again because I have been in contact with someone who's got COVID, so this was the best place to put me so that I can isolate. Not that I'll need to isolate properly at home and things like that, I don't think. I'll need to check all the rules, but it's just so that I'm not amongst vulnerable patients, just in case. I don't know if they'll do a PCR test on me or not. I'm just going with the flow. As long as it doesn't affect me getting out, I don't care. It's so much nicer down here. It smells better and it's quieter and it's just more, I don't know, familiar. That's the word. Right, I'll catch up soon. Hello, I am dressed. I was too hot with my jumper on. I just looked naked there. It is about 4:10. My stay in hospital's nearly over. I'm finally in my own room. Look at this. That's shocking. About 2 hours before I was due to go home, they said, oh, we need to move you again. So I finally got my own room after 2 weeks, and I'm only in it for 2 hours. It's got a telly and everything. Shocking. I just can't wait to get home. I really can't wait. The doctor's confirmed I'm definitely getting home, and I'm just waiting for my meds. I really hope they get the right thing because I've got the right tablet but in the wrong form at the moment, the right medication but in the wrong form, and they're just hopeless. The pharmacy here are really hopeless. So anyway, hopefully I will get the medication that I need. I'm sure I've got some in the house anyway from when I had my kidney stones, so if not, I'm going home, I don't care. So yeah, I just thought I would come on and let you know I am going to be on my way home in about an hour's time, all going well. And the plan is tomorrow I will upload the long-awaited Mother's Day vlog. It's about 2.5 weeks old now. And then I will put a sort of story time to this little vloggy bit and get that up for you to let you all know what's been happening while I've been in hospital. And hopefully I'll be able to start getting back to normal vlogs again. I'm so behind in my crafts, it's shocking. So behind. I've got orders that I need to be doing and I've been lying here stressing about it, but there's no point because I can't do anything about it. So it's going to be a case of as soon as the painkillers kick in when I'm home, I'll be in the craft room doing what I can do, and then when the pain gets bad again, I'll go lie down. We shall work it out one way or another. Anyway, I'm going to head off just now. I just wanted to give you that wee update, and yeah, I'll see you in a wee while. 7:05, I'm home, I'm showered, I'm in my own bed with the puppies, well, 2 of them. The others were up, but they're away. Oh, Hugo's lying at the door. Oh, so good to be home. I've showered the smell out of me, hopefully. Mind you, it might take longer than one shower. And I'm exhausted, but I've had my painkillers. I'm going to chill. So good to be home. Can't tell you, there was still a problem with the medication, but I'll talk about that tomorrow. I'll finish the vlog off tomorrow. I am, yeah, just going to chill out now, have a bite to eat, and probably sleep for a week because I've not slept for the last 2 weeks in that place. It was a nightmare. Anyway, right, so I'm going to go. I will talk to you tomorrow to finish this vlog off, but I just wanted to let you know I'm home. I'm in my own bed. It's bliss. You can't beat it. Good morning from me and Willa. I'm saying good morning, it's almost afternoon now. I had an amazing night compared to the last 2 weeks. Being in my own bed, it was so good. Yeah, I woke up with pain, but other than that, it was good. I expected to be able to have my pain relief today, and then while the pain wasn't too bad, just get up and be back to normal and, get dressed and go into my craft room and get everything done. I've got orders that I'm behind on and things like that I'm stressing out over, but I am as weak as a kitten. I don't know if it's because I've been in bed in the hospital for the last 2 weeks not doing much, or if it's maybe the change in medication, because I feel really spaced out and sick and just tired and just not right. So I don't know what it is, but unfortunately I am not back to the way that I was hoping to be back to, getting on with things. It's just not working out like that. I think I'm going to have to build up to it gradually. So I've managed to get up twice so far today. It's nearly lunchtime. I've not had anything to eat. I got up earlier, made sure the dogs were out and had a wee quick tidy of the kitchen, came back to my bed, and then I got up, let the dogs out again, sorted the washing from the tumble dryer, and then had to come straight back to my bed. It's so frustrating because my head is telling me to do all these things. There's a million things going around in my head, but my body is just not letting me do it. And I'm hoping it's not the medication, because I can't be spaced out like this for the next 2 weeks. But it might just be because the amitriptyline has been increased. It's maybe just taking my body a wee while to get into the swing of it. We will see. But I just wanted to give you that wee update. I actually thought that, by now I would have filmed the intro and outro of this video and be editing it, but not yet. So let's just see what happens from here. Yes, so as you could tell by the vlogs, I got home on Wednesday night, I believe. Yes, Wednesday night. My days are all completely mixed up with not quite the proper pain control, because the pharmacy still couldn't get the diclofenac suppositories, but they basically gave me a prescription to take to a local pharmacy for them to give us it. And it turned out Jack actually stopped in at Boots on the way back, and they only had a few and said that there might be an issue because even the manufacturer couldn't get them. So it actually wasn't pharmacy's fault. There is a shortage of them. But it's all good now, because the pharmacy have been in touch with Jack to say that they did get them back in, so it's all good. So yes, I got home on pain relief, and now it's a case of waiting for Dr. Beard to write to me with a date to go in and get a lumbar puncture. And with that, she's just going to check that there's no pressure building up in my head or anything like that, because it's a pressure pain. So she just wants to make sure that that's clear, and if so, it'll be a case of treating it as migraine and trying to get on top of it that way. But I'm 46 years old and never had a migraine in my life, so it would be a bit strange if it just suddenly hit me like that. But if that's what it is, that's what it is. So I just wanted to put this video out there to explain to you why I had been quiet. I am now vlogging the Easter weekend. I started that yesterday, so not that we're doing much because I'm still not feeling great. I'm still sitting here in my jammies. But I want to resume as normal service as possible. So that is why I'm putting this vlog up just now, and then there will be an Easter weekend vlog going up shortly, and hopefully more vlogs to follow. And I will keep you up to date with everything as soon as I hear from Dr. Beard to find out when I'm going in for the lumbar puncture and all the rest of it. That will all be vlogged. So that is where I've been. I apologise that I was so quiet for so long, but it was unavoidable. And I hope you found this video interesting, informative, and if you have got any questions, please feel free to ask in the comments below. You know I don't mind answering your questions. I love talking to you. And if you have enjoyed it, please hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you haven't already. Let's get this wee channel growing, and I'll see you in my next one. Thanks everyone, bye!